But to be fair, though, right? Toom was saying that he was real in the streets as far as being a fighter.
Yeah.
What he did in the industry after those years is separate from that. And I think that
that didn't happen in the industry between him and him. Between him and Joe, that happened before the industry.
I know, but he was saying that Joe was real as far as being a real fighter in the streets. Like, he's not a punk. That's what he meant by Joe being real.
I don't think but
I know.
I agree.
But people that watched that clip got upset because they were saying, how can you be real if you steal from your brother and you do this and you do that, right?
That's the part.
I know.
That's
what
the part.
he did in the industry is different. That's not what Toom was talking about, though. That's not what Toom was talking about.
I understand, but that's the problem when you give somebody props like that in this podium where it's like, it's like...
It could be misconstrued, is what you're saying.
Right.
Okay.
Right. It's like, I mean, I see where Toom is going. See, growing up, he's trying to change his life. He really doesn't want to hold on to no bad, you know what I'm saying? Now that I'm at war for fucking 30 years, niggas want to make their fucking life like, you know what I'm saying? And I can't blame them.
It's not 30 years yet. They don't want problems. It's 23 years.
Well, to me, I know that, but me, I rounded off to the nearest fucking century. You know me.
Century?
So, I'm just saying, I've been going through my shit, right? And I'm not like I want others to feel my pain or be with me, even if I get blocked, or I want you to go through no, I don't mean that. But when, just because he's out there more, he's famous, he's the famous guy. You know what I'm saying? He has a career, he's the one who did it. But Toom, he knows the actions that Joe done. And I think he's just like trying to, because he spoke of Joe negatively before. He had a little run of doing that. And I think he just don't want to be, he knows the power that Joe has behind the scene because his cousin Earl, you know what I'm saying? He put him inside the industry to that point of him seeing and watching and learning. So I think he's doing it that more from a businessman perspective. And he doesn't want to have that negative shit so he don't get that backlash of people that, because Joe has a lot of friends and fans. So, business that he got, he wants to have, be lucrative in business and open doors instead of closing them. So I know what he's doing. You know what I'm saying? Just don't like it. I'm just a hater like that, I think, with that. Personal hater with that part. I understand. And
you haven't seen the rest of the interview yet, though. Like, he does get real, though. You know what I mean? Like, it's... I
haven't.
Yeah.
I haven't.
So...
I haven't. But I know if you keep digging it, just like you do, I know, because they start off like that. Like I said, they don't want to... I don't want to put Steve, like, still saying the same thing about him. It's a whole beef. Let me just... You know what I'm saying? I want to put out... Middle of the interview, whatever, like this. That motherfucker, you know what he did to me? That's how it ends up. And, I seen the hate that he gave Toom. Toom didn't deserve that type of hate. Didn't really understand why. Fuck the nigga that introduced us, that I felt introduced us to like the whole Terror Squad and made us become like even the reason why you know us. Why do you hate on him so much? I would always question myself with that with Joe. You know what I'm saying? Shit was like he's whack and he's this and whack. You know what I'm saying? Troublemaker, which Joe knows how to lie on a nigga. And he knows how to use your fucking weaknesses as your fucking, like, your chinks in your arm all day. That motherfucker does this. Like he did with me with that Hennessy. That nigga wakes up drinking Hennessy. I don't do that, but niggas see me out there drinking Henny. They see me in the video drinking, so they think I'm a fucking alcoholic just because of that. Like he knows how to do things like that.
But you're saying he knows how to manipulate.
Yeah, he knows how to do that. He knows how to use things like that to defame somebody. He knows how to do that. And that's bad. That to me, that's just like, damn, that's a skill, but that's an evil fucking skill to do when a nigga doesn't really deserve that. I see if a nigga deserves that. Like I said, Toom didn't deserve that to be that on that level. Cause you stopping a nigga dream, really, he's right here. Look what we became. Look what Pun, you know what I'm saying, became, and then we was in there too. Like we was about to become that too. Like we were part of that, and we still part of that. But we didn't get to finish because, of course, what I had with Joe like that. But every time, like, what would you're doing it to this day. So that means that hate. Did you hate me that much in the beginning, nigga? It makes you wonder, like, damn, we come from the same place. I looked up to you to the point that, yo, as a fucking rapper, like, you know what I'm saying? I admire where you took it from the ghetto to the mainstream and you changed your life. But that's not enough. Those are the ones he even holds back worse. The crew that made him who he is, that paved the way for him, like Toon was talking about. Niggas like Little Head, Saints, and GQ. You know what I'm saying? God bless the dead Giz that made him that made him one of that fucking was probably his first fucking ghostwriter was Giz. That inspired him to write. Not even a shout out. Those are the niggas, his foundation. He excludes from that story. He tries to step on their necks and tries to zip them up so they won't get to tell that story because it's obviously different from what he wants the world to know. And why don't you want the world to know the truth when these people are real parts of your truth? I mean, of your world that they created, you know? Why wouldn't you, if you have all the, money enough to be satisfied with money, enough money to, you know what I'm saying, after you took care of everybody you love in your immediate family, you got some money left, you know what I'm saying? Like, what is the problem with you helping out, nigga, you know what I'm saying, that's still in the hood that helped you out, man, and maybe help them buy a house. Maybe take them under your, bring them forward with you and teach them a little bit how to, you don't have to do this no more, you know what I'm saying? Teach them, I see a gesture of love of a brother, what a brother would do. Instead of, probably connecting them with the, like you did probably with Charlie Rock, connect them with the, the little drug dealer so he could get a brick. So he could go back into his fucking, the habits of the devil. That's what I'm saying. That kind of leadership, he's not real to me. He's not real to me because he stole from my brother Pun. Somebody that, worked his ass off, made himself and then made him too. The main reason Joe is on to this day on this level is because of Pun. Lyrically and money-wise. Never gave him no piece or no Terror Squad. Pun is the one who made Terror Squad. Like, stole from him. You couldn't beat up Jelly Beans. You couldn't go to his office and express a little bit of heart. How much you love my brother. Your brother too. You couldn't, if he was jerking you with the checks, that you wasn't getting the checks like you said, what you thought like his family was living off of when you sold his publishing to Jelly Bean. And you and him had the relationship, not nobody else, just you and him. So you trying to tell me that you just sat back, he was stealing your money too, and your brother Pun dead, they died, and his family's out here putting the pressure on you because they don't got money. You couldn't go to Jelly Bean and put the extra and make sure he paid that check so you could give it to the family at least. No, what you did is you acted like you forgot because you was taking the money. You was acting like you didn't know that you had to send that money to the Rios family, to Pun. You thought that you earned that money because you put Pun on. So besides the fact you took 50% from Pun all his life, his rap career life, wasn't enough, right? After he died, you had to rob him too. That's the thug right there. That's the terror squad you wanted to be. That's the leader of that. That's what you wanted, the ethical part of who you want to be, for your crew to follow. And that's a piece of shit to me.